Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Aimless Podcast. We are back for episode 19. So today we got just me and Charlie. We were supposed to get a guest this week, but I think honestly I'm not too sure when we're gonna get a guest next, but we'll have to see on that. But so in today's episode we're actually gonna talk about the new Doctor Strange movie, and then we're gonna switch it up to Would You Rather questions, and then that's pretty much it. So
Yes, sir. Did you have any initial thoughts about this movie like before you saw it? Like what was coursing through your mind before
okay.
we had the chance to see it?
Before I was gonna go see it, I thought it was gonna be, or I thought there was gonna be Tobey Maguire in it. I don't know why. I've heard like lots of rumors on that. I just heard a lot of like rumors that like a lot of like just cool things like that. I even heard Tony Stark was gonna be in it or something
Same
like
here.
that. I heard a lot of like cool things that like never turned out to be in the movie. Um, but yeah, no, I had high expectations for this movie. I'm not gonna lie. I thought um I thought I was gonna like it, but turns out I didn't like it, which is honestly, actually no, me and Charlie didn't like it either. Cause what's it called?
Who said I didn't like it?
I'll say me first. I'll
No, I'm
say me
just playing.
first.
I'm just playing. No. This movie disappointed the fuck out of me. Really did. I mean,
It did to me
like
too,
you
bro.
said, I heard so many rumors about this movie. Like you said, Tobey Maguire. I heard ah, Tom Cruise is gonna play Tony Stark. Like, I feel like
Yeah,
this movie had so much going for it, and it had so much opportunities to like bring back characters that we really wanted to see again. Um, because it's like a multiverse movie, you know. Multiverse movies, as you guys know, means that there's so much room for characters to be brought back and so many new storylines or whatever.
yeah.
So I was pretty hyped. I ain't gonna lie. I also heard like a lot of people. One of our close friends actually told us that this movie was like a 10 out of 10, which I believe them, man. I was like, hell, dude, if he liked this movie, then I'm sure it's gonna be just as good as he says. And after I saw the movie, I learned to never trust his word again. You know what I
Damn.
mean? I'm just fucked with you. But like the way he said it, he was like 10 out of 10. I'm like,
Up
yo,
there
this
with
movie's
No Way
about to be
Home.
up there with No Way Home. I mean, this movie had a lot riding on it, dude. I was like we're about to go see a banger, dude.
By the way, he's gonna be a
But
future guest, but we're not gonna say who yet. But
yeah, you guys will have to just stay tuned for that one.
yeah,
But nah, word. Like this movie had just a lot going for it. Unfortunately, it didn't, at least in my opinion, it didn't reach that level for me. Because I know I've been seeing like a lot of reviews on it, and a lot of people give it like pretty positive, like reviews. They're like, an 8 out of 10. IMDb, I think, still has it at like a 7.5. Like, it's still fairly good reviews on a movie that honestly, I'm not gonna lie, one of the worst movies I think I've seen in like Marvel's history. Like, I still, for me
wow.
personally, like if we take it back, because obviously the first movie that started the MCU was Iron Man, right? So let's take it from there all the way to this newest movie, uh, Multiverse of Madness. For me, up until this movie, I would say my least favorite movies in like the quote unquote MCU was the first two Thor movies, specifically the second one. I remember the second one being like a complete snooze fest. I literally don't remember anything about it, so don't ask me any questions. I just remember it was shit.
Mhm.
Um, but this movie, man, this one had a lot of potential. Because like when I saw that second Thor movie, I remember I was like, dude, I'm not even gonna like this. Like I didn't like the first one. There's no way I'm gonna like the second one. So it didn't really have that much like riding on it. But this one, I remember I was like, okay, Doctor Strange is a pretty cool character. Like his actor, Benedict Cumberbatch, I thought he was a good actor. Um, Overall, I thought there was a lot of potential to make an actual good movie. And fucking what's it called? Sam Raimi was directing this movie, bro. The guy who directed the first three Spider-Man movies. Like, come on, dude. Like there was
Yeah.
so much good going on this movie, bro. I was really thinking we were about to watch an actual good movie for once, you know?
Mhm. Um.
And then yeah, I was disappointed to say the least, honestly. Just not good whatsoever, dude. I'll go into it a little bit more detail, but I'm gonna let Jason. Like Jason, what did you think of the movie overall?
Before I talk about the movie, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we should watch it eventually a second time to get a second watch
I'm not
because
paying another ticket to
no,
see
no,
that
no, no, no. I'm
fucking
not
movie.
saying like in the theater. Maybe like when it comes to like Netflix or something, or not Netflix, bro.
Disney
Disney, yeah,
Plus.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But because holy shit, there were so many annoying fucks in our theater, bro. It
Oh
was
yeah,
our
that's another thing too. Like even before the movie started, there was already shenanigans going down.
yeah, dude. Like
S- Like pretty much. So we went to go see the movie. We buy it, blah blah blah. And then I think so. It was what you, me, Alex, and Ismail. We all four of us went to go see the movie. That I think it was like Sunday or something like
yeah,
that.
it was
We
Sunday.
went to go see it. Yeah. So we had our tickets ready. We were about to go. I remember I had to go to the bathroom. Ismail came with me, so we went. No, I went to the bathroom. Ismail said he was gonna go buy like a drink or whatever, and then you two, you and Alex, you went into the theater. Um, so after I get done doing my business, and then after Ismail gets his drink, we meet up. We both go to the theater or the where we had to go. We go in, and here's the thing: when we walked in, um, I was fully expecting there to still be trailers going on because, like, obviously, a movie doesn't start at the time it says. Like, if a movie says it starts at like 9:30, you got to give it like 30 minutes of leeway because they got to, fucking plaster all those ads and trailers and shit so you can watch it.
Mhm.
So that's what I was fully expecting to walk into. But when we walked into the movie, it's only look, and we're like, "Yo, it's already going on!" Like, and here's the thing: we ended up missing like the first. I apparently you say Jason like the first 2 minutes of the movie. I think
Yes,
you
like
said.
give or take, yeah.
All right. When we walked in, it did not look like uh the movie was only 2 minutes in. It legit looked like it was already halfway in because there was like an action scene going on. There was like battles and shit. I'm like, Ismail, did we go in the wrong theater or something? Like, did we choose the wrong times? So we step out. We start looking at the tickets. We start looking around. We're like, dude, what is going on? Like that movie looks like it's already halfway done. Like, what's going on? Did they give us like the wrong tickets or whatever? And then I hit you up. I'm like, yo, where you guys at? And then you were like, oh, we're in theater 8. I'm like, oh shit, never mind. I guess this is the movie. So the thing is, we saw the tickets and we were like, okay, I guess this has to be the theater, whatever. So Ismail and me go back inside the theater, start going up the stairs. We bought seats to like the very back left corner, I think it was. So
Yeah.
obviously that's where we're gonna go. We go up the stairs and we see you and Alex on like this on the side. It's like towards the back, but not the like the tickets we bought or the seats we got was in the very very back corner, right?
Mhm.
And I remember you guys were like a seat behind that where there was only two seats next to you, so there was no more seats. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait, this isn't our seats. Like, what the fuck's going on? So I go towards you guys. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And they were like, yo, like you guys just barely missed the first 2 minutes of the movie. I'm like, word, like whatever. I look behind you guys, and there's like these four like high school kids, like white boys or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I see what happened. All right, I can put two and two together. Um, but yeah, these kids, I don't know. I guess they took the seats or whatever. And the thing is, you gotta understand, right? If we wanted to make a fuss about it and like really go after them and be like, yo, you guys are in our seats, blah blah blah, it wouldn't have been a problem had like trailers still been going on. But like we were in the dead movie, like we were watching the movie at this point. Everyone was silent. I feel like we were already creating a scene because like I remember I was next to Alex and we were trying to like figure out the section or whatever, and I already knew that our seats were stolen. Okay, I as soon as I saw the kids in the back, I'm like, okay, that's our seats. Like there's no debating. That's our seats, right?
Mhm.
And I'm just trying to like convince Alex to kind of like maybe be like, oh, something's wrong here. Maybe we should. And then there's these two people in front of you guys. There's one guy. He was like, yo, just sit over there. There's two seats over there. Don't make it a big deal. Blah blah blah. And then Ismail and me, we look over, and sure enough, there's two more seats wide open there. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt stupid as hell for a second, cause like when we went up those stairs, I didn't actually see those seats. I guess I was focused on getting towards our seats that I didn't notice that there was two wide open seats for us.
Mhm.
Ismail even told me afterwards, like, bro, I felt like a dumbass because like we could have just taken those seats. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
But whatever, we did. We ended up taking the stairs. As soon as we sit down, I remember. Now I didn't hear this part, but I did hear something. I heard you start shushing them, right? And I'm like, why is Jason shushing them? What's got his buttons turning up? And then you want to tell him that part? Why you
Yeah,
started
yeah.
shushing them?
So, um, what's it called? I heard the guy, um, saying like, "Yo, just sit down," like telling like his girl or something. And by the way, I thought it was two dudes at first. I didn't know it was a girl and a guy. So apparently, um, what's it called? He was like, "Bro, like just sit down. It's not a big deal and shit." And my genius ass was like, "I'm gonna shush him to piss him off. I'm gonna act like a herald for a sec just to piss him off here."
Yes,
So
sir.
I just start shushing him, and then they both turn around and stare at me for like 5 seconds, and I just point at the screen like, "Watch the movie," and then
Jesus
the
Christ.
guy's like, "Watch yourself," or something like that, and I just like, whatever, right?
Was that
And
supposed to be like a threat?
yeah,
What
right.
the hell
I
was
was
he
like,
actually gonna do?
that's what I'm saying. Like, you ain't gonna do shit in this
Here's
theater,
the thing,
bro.
people act, yo, I just love when people act so hard for no reason. Like, bro, we're in the middle of a movie theater. You don't have the balls. You don't got the stones to stand up and actually make a commotion out of this. No
Word,
way,
bro.
bro.
That's why
No
I
way.
did it, bro. Cause I was like, we're in a theater. There's no way this guy's gonna actually do anything.
No way, dude. Like I don't know. People just I guess it's just maybe like the area we live where everyone tries to be so hard and like they're like some kind of like gangster type shit. You know what I mean? Like I notice
Mhm.
that shit all the time, bro. It's always like they got to put up some fake persona, making themselves out to be like such a hard ass and like such a like, bro,
Yeah.
relax, bro.
But here's the
You're
thing.
not about that.
When I was shushing them, Alex was sitting next to me. I didn't hear this part. So now I kind of feel like an asshole because Alex told me that the girl was telling like I'm assuming her boyfriend that hey, they didn't know the seats were there and everything like that.
Like she
And
was on our side,
yeah,
almost.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I was shushing them because I didn't hear that part. I thought they were both kind of just being pricks. But
You
no,
were engaged in the herald, you know.
yeah,
You took on that idea and you were like, I'm gonna go through with it.
yeah. I mean, anyway, if you guys are watching this, I'm sorry. The movie was ass, so maybe I owe you apology for that because I shushed you over a bad movie. So maybe it wasn't worth it in the end, you know. But
Yeah, there was just a lot. And keep in mind, this all this happened before we even talked about the movie. That
yeah,
just goes to
exactly.
show that that theaters out here in New Jersey, man. There's always shenanigans. Okay, I don't think I've ever gone to a movie theater to see with like with you guys, for example, and there's never been a moment where we just watch the movie, sit down, enjoy it, go back home, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
There's
pretty much.
always an X factor into it. There's always something that has to go down, bro. But
Exactly.
whatever. I mean, that's just how New Jersey is.
But
Now,
yeah.
with
Back to
that
your original
being,
question. You were
oh yeah,
saying.
what did you think of? What was your idea on the movie? Like, I know you said you didn't like it, but like, is there anything that just pissed you off about the movie, or I don't know, just didn't enjoy it? Like, what was it?
Okay.
Walk me through it.
All right, the only like the main thing that kind of pissed me off, which is gonna get probably trigger some people, but I didn't really know like literally all the new people, so that's kind of like I kind of wanted like to see some like old people back, like obviously like Tony Stark, Tony McGuire, but obviously like that's asking for a lot. But I thought it was gonna happen because I heard a lot of rumors about that shit. But
I even heard like confirmation from somebody that, well, I guess this is not confirmation from like a reliable source because some dude on Instagram, but he did say like, yeah, dude, Toby's 100% confirmed in this movie, and me being a fucking dumbass, believed it like it was written in stone or something.
yeah, apparently there was
But
also a Morbius uh um scene in the movie that I didn't see. Oh, I didn't even watch Morbius, so I wouldn't even know. I'm
me
not gonna lie,
neither.
because I heard that movie was bad, so I just didn't end up watching it. But I heard good things about this movie, but I was just kind of disappointed. I will eventually say the good things that I liked about this movie, because there actually is a couple things I loved about this movie. Actually, not gonna lie. But honestly, I'm gonna give it back to you, Charlie. What do you have to say about this movie, bro?
I could go, dude. There's a lot, honestly. Here's the thing: I don't really care about Doctor Strange. I think he's one of the wackest heroes in my opinion. Because here's the thing, right? This motherfucker, he's just too OP. Okay,
He's really OP, yeah.
he really, dude. He's practically a god. This man could like literally do anything with his fingers, bro. Like anything he wishes could come true. Like if he wanted to like drop an entire yacht on your face, boom. He just has to like you just gotta click his fingers, snap his fingers, and then boom, you're dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he can make your heart like what I'm saying is like this guy is so OP, okay? Which is why I don't like him, okay? Like people like Spider-Man and like Iron Man or whatever, they got the way they are through like hard work and all that shit. This guy just went to a temple one day, said he wanted magic and he got it, you know? I
Yeah,
know he obviously you Marvel like fanatics are probably gonna tell me, oh, but he trained his life up, blah blah blah. I don't care. Okay, he's still OP as fuck. Okay, so
especially for Marvel.
especially for Marvel,
And dude,
especially for Marvel,
can I just say Captain Marvel as well is probably the most OP.
she's also OP as hell. But what does she do with it? Nothing. Like
Yeah,
she's some dude. Dude, Captain Marvel is probably one of the most boringest movies I've ever seen as well.
that movie was
Like
pretty bad. Yeah,
it was so boring, dude. I'm sorry. Nothing in that movie. I can't even remember. The only thing I remember was Sam Jackson's character gets clawed by a cat in the eye. That's the only thing I remember.
the only thing I remember is like the people that look like Piccolo from the Dragon Ball Evolution movie. Yeah, that's
Yeah, they were involved in this movie. They dug up those costumes from back in the early 2000s and decided to use it for this modern movie.
it looks so similar to. It's insane, bro.
It really did. But enough of Captain Marvel before I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Um, nah. Okay, let's start. I'm gonna start with the good things. All right. I'm not even gonna do like a synopsis of like run you through what happened in the movie because I really can't tell you what happened in this movie. Actually, I can't tell you what happened in this movie. Ready? I'm gonna say it exactly how I said it in the Rise of Skywalker video. This movie is another goose chase where it's like I thought I would never have to experience it again after seeing Rise of Skywalker. I really thought directors would learn their lessons. That no one wants to sit down on a movie, especially 2 hours worth of a movie, and then see a bunch of characters go from one place to the next because it's like a goose chase. You know what I mean? Like this is
Mhm.
literally what I said about Rise of Skywalker, where it was just a bunch of like, oh, they had to go to this planet and they had to meet this one character, and then they had to go to the another planet to pick up this item, and then you know what I mean? Like it's just so all over the place. Like, come on now, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Doctor Strange falls into that same category of goose chase and one after another. But instead of having to find the Sith Wayfinder or finding an old man on life support, this movie was about books. And I swear to God, like I might sound like I'm making this shit up, but this movie was just uh, a man in a red cape with a really good looking goatee. I can't lie, his goatee is fucking fire. But um, yeah, a guy with a red cape and a really good goatee looking for a book in in a different universe. That's the movie. I swear to, like, you watch the movie, and I swear to God, you'll probably be in the same boat as I am. That's literally what the movie is all about. Um, and a Hispanic girl named America. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the movie pretty much. All right, but in all seriousness, this movie I'm gonna talk about the good things. Ready? Because I like talking about good things because
I'll
there's
talk
very
about
few
my
of
good
them.
things next after you.
Exactly. I'm gonna speak about the good things because this will be done in like 5 minutes because it's very little things that I like about this movie. The one thing I do like, and obviously before we say anything, spoilers, heavy spoilers about the movie. You should already know this by now, but just want to put it out there.
Yeah.
Um, this is a very very dark movie.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, from
this
Marvel?
movie,
Holy shit.
yeah, it went into some areas that I never thought I'd see Marvel go into. Um, there's literally characters that die. Okay, horror sequences, like there's literal jump scares in this movie at times.
Yeah, literally.
And like I said, this is a positive because it kind of shows a side of Marvel we've never seen, where like they're willing to go the extra mile and show the seriousness. Because like, you know what I mean? Like when I watch a horror, not a horror movie, my bad, a superhero movie, I'm always confident that the heroes take the W, the villains take the L, and everyone goes home nice and happy, right? Like never, there's almost rarely death or anything like that. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they always play it safe, is what I'm saying. But if you look at it like in reality, like these heroes can very well die. Like they're not immortal. You know what I mean? And this movie really goes into that level because like the main villain in this movie is obviously Wanda or the Scarlet Witch or whatever you want to call her.
Which surprised me. Not
It
gonna
did
lie.
too. It did because I remember she was kind of like, well, here's the thing, right? In the comics, she is a bad guy. I guess it just took Marvel, 7 years to figure out that oh shit, this character was actually supposed to be a bad guy. but whatever. At least they figured it out now. Better late than never.
Yeah.
Um, so she's the bad guy. She's OP as hell too, by the way. Like she's on Doctor Strange, if not stronger than Doctor Strange, I would say. She was like bodying his ass.
Dude, she was a psycho in this movie. Like,
Yeah, but she's hot, so that's what matters,
true,
you know.
true, yeah.
So, um, Scarlet Witch pretty much kills the knockoff Avengers in this movie. We say knockoff Avengers because the people involved were you only saw them for like what 10 minutes in this movie, and I
Pretty
find it
much.
funny because like here's the thing. Okay, obviously they're not called the knockoff Avengers. They were called the Illuminati. Uh, Interesting name. I'm sure that's got roots in the comics or whatever. I just think it's a stupid ass name. Whatever. Like hate me if you want, I guess. So it pretty much involved. Let me see if my memory is good. It had Charles Xavier, which is the guy on the wheelchair. Uh, X-Men or whatever. It had
Mm-hmm.
Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. Had Miss. I think it had a Captain Marvel again, but it was another lady. Um, who else was on it? They had Captain. It's not Captain America because it was a chick. I forgot her name. I think it was like Captain.
A girl version of
A
Captain
girl
America.
version of Captain America, but instead of America, it had like the Britain flag. I think her name's like Captain UK or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Captain KSI. I'm gonna call her Captain KSI.
Okay.
Um, who else did I? Oh, and it had I think his name's Black Bolt, the guy who's like if he opens his mouth and talks, like you just die. I guess
Yeah.
it's pretty OP as fuck. Where the hell was he when Thanos was destroying the world? You know, like
Yo, Matt, you were
I
right.
love you know what I mean.
I
Like
mean, they're in another universe. They didn't really like.
no, but he exists in like the Marvel, like our I don't even you see
No, it
this
was
shit.
a
I don't
different. It
even
was a different universe. I'm pretty sure.
no, I know, but like his character definitely exists in the universe that we're used to, the one where Tony Stark, Captain America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all here's the thing. None of this is gonna make sense because now we're talking about universes and shit, and my brain is gonna turn into mush by the end we finish this. So
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna make it just as simple as possible. So these Illuminati members. Oh, and what's his name? Mordo, I guess, whatever his name is, the bad guy from Doctor Strange 1.
You
I think
already
it was.
mentioned the guy from Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah, Reed Richards.
Okay.
So these are the members involved, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people got really excited when they saw them on screen. I remember hearing in the theaters, everyone was like, "Yo!" Like there was no real chance, if I'm being honest. It was just kind of people being like gasping, like, "Oh my god!" Like he's on screen, right? Which is
Mhm.
cool. Like I know some of these characters. I know when I saw the Fantastic Four character, I was like, "Oh shit!" I know him. He was in that one shitty movie back in like 2005. But um, if I'm being honest, I just didn't care. Like I know some people were probably like losing their minds when they saw that. I just didn't care because, and I'm glad I didn't care because you know why?
What?
They all fucking die.
Yo, yeah.
They all fucking die, dude. Dude, I'm just saying. Wanda. Okay, essentially, what happened was Wanda came to this like hideout place or whatever, and I just find it funny how like here's the thing, Doctor Strange was like being held accountable or whatever. He's gonna be like thrown in jail or whatever, and the Illuminati wanted to see him. And I remember him telling them, he was warning them, like, yo, like if we don't do something now, Wanda's literally gonna come into those doors and literally kill all of us because she's that OP, right? And like instead of being smart and listening to this guy, they just kind of laugh at him and be like, nah, dude, like she ain't got nothing on us. Like we're the knockoff Avengers. Like she can't even touch us, right? Like they were so cocky and confident that they were gonna beat Wanda, and then
Yeah.
obviously that's not what happened because they all literally get killed within like the next 10 minutes. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like it, that's the positive I'll say. Not them dying because that's kind of dark, but it's the dark element that I like that this movie brought, you know?
Do you remember that fucking line that Wanda said?
Oh my god, the best line in the whole movie, dog.
Hundred
Oh my
percent.
god. Coldest fucking line I've ever seen. Dude. So Wanda comes through the doors, right? And then Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, comes in and he was like, look, Wanda, you don't want to do this. Just take your stuff and leave or whatever. Like, yeah, okay. Wanda's definitely just gonna take her stuff and leave after you told her that. Okay. But and then she looks at him, right? And then she's like, do you have a family? And is the wife still do you still have your wife with you or whatever? He was like, yeah, I still have my wife. And then he was like, okay, good. So at least there'll be a parent taking care of the kids, yo.
Yo,
That
that's
shit was cold, bro. If I was Reed Richards, I'd literally start shitting my pants. I'd be like, okay, I'm dead. I'm not living this shit, dude. Literally the coldest line. I'll get that's plus points in my opinion, just for that. Just for that
Yeah.
line, I'll give it some points. So cold, dude. Like that's like gangster level shit right there, bro. Oh my god, it
Yeah.
was amazing. And then obviously she kills him. He dies. I felt bad
Yeah.
because I feel like he was probably the most hyped one that everyone wanted to see. Like the way I see it, right? Like imagine you were like a really big fan of like Fantastic Four and Mr. Fantastic or whatever, and like you've been waiting for like the last 12 years to finally see your favorite character join the MCU. Like you bought all his merchandise, you bought all his action figures, and like you grew up loving Mr. Fantastic. That was like the character you looked up to as a child. And then this day, you finally hear that Multiverse of Madness is dropping, and you hear a rumor that Mr. Fantastic is going to be in this movie, and it's going to be that one actor who played in The Office, and you're also a fan of The Office. So you're like, oh my god, dude, I can't believe like the day I've been waiting for since I was like 7 years old is finally here. You buy the ticket, you go to the theater, you're with your mom and your dad, or maybe not. You're probably like a grown man. You probably just went by yourself. So you went by yourself to go see the movie. You sit down, you watch it, and you finally see him for the first time. You start crying a little bit, and everything is good in the world. You finally see your character. It's all great, and then all that happiness, all that love and emotion that you had for the character just goes thrown out the fucking window 10 minutes
'Cause he
later
just
because he
dies.
just gets annihilated, bro. Like, dude, in the coldest way too, bro. He turned into fucking silly string, my guy.
Yeah. Dude, do you
Yo.
remember? Do you know how the Captain Girl died?
Captain KSI?
Yeah,
Yeah, she got sliced. She got sliced in half.
she got sliced in half in a Marvel movie. Think about that for a second.
No, yeah, yeah, dude. Like I said, I'm still on the positives, funny enough. But yeah, it was just the dark way of this movie, man. Like these were characters like, dude, Captain KSI is like another Captain America, and she got bodied, bro. Killed by her own shield. Her own shield, bro.
Yeah,
Like it
and
was ridiculous, man. I was actually caught up. I was like, yo, oh my gosh.
and
Shit's
also,
crazy.
you know how the guy that's like when he opens his mouth, somebody dies, right?
That was the scariest death in my opinion. Oh my god. That one actually gave me goosebumps.
No, when
Cause
Wanda was like, "What mouth?" and then his mouth
oh, she
is
was
just
cold, dude. That whole scene, she was cold as fuck, dude.
his mouth is
Oh my god.
gone now.
His mouth disappeared and he was like touching his mouth, like, oh my god, he's like losing his mind. And then he starts talking, and then since there's no mouth to like let out the words, it gets trapped in his skull, and you literally hear the popping sound as his like brain shatters. I was like, oh my god, bro.
Dude,
This
yeah.
shit is crazy.
Fuck.
Oh my
Oh.
god, bro. But I love it. I love the dark nature, man. I've never seen it, and like I said, it's a plus. It's a plus. It's a plus in my book. Really awesome.
Hell yeah.
But that was it. That was the only good thing I liked about the movie.
Yeah, honestly, the only things I liked about the movie were the horror aspects. Like some moments, it felt like a horror movie because literally there was jump scares, and
Yeah.
there was like tension getting built as well. There was some brutal kills. I'm not gonna lie. Like I literally was like thinking in my mind, like
Like
what
it
is
started reminding me of like Final Destination or some
yo
shit, dude.
word, dude. Like in my mind while watching like her kill everyone, I was like, yo, is Wanda like Michael Myers right now or something? Like what is going on?
She might as well be, dude. And
She
with the
was like
there's two
psycho.
things I like this movie. It was the dark nature of it and the cold ass lines that Wanda was given. That was the two best parts of the movie.
Word. There was also some parts I liked where, like, the scenery, some of the scenes looked really nice, but also there's a lot of scenes that looked really shit as well. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot.
There's a lot.
And yeah, no, you're right. There's a lot of I could talk about the CGI for a minute too, dude. Like that shit is all over the place, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of good and bad. Like that one scene where it's just all white with bricks on the ground looked really bad. It just
It did.
looks so bad. I'm not gonna lie. It just looked. This movie looked a lot like it didn't look real. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like a lot of green screens
It was a green
and
screen movie, dude.
a lot of
I
green
feel like I
screens.
felt like
Yeah.
every shot in this movie just needed a overwhelming amount of green screen in order to like make it happen, which isn't terrible. I'm not because obviously a lot of these newer Marvel movies they have to because it's like a bunch of explosions and magic and all that kind of shit,
If
right?
you
Which
look
is
at
fine.
yeah. What's
But
it?
like this is a movie that has a multi-million dollar budget, man. And they couldn't even make a third eye look good. Like
Dude, no, that looked bad,
it
bro.
was oh my god. Oh my There's just so
There's
many.
people cringing at that part. I remember in the theater, like,
I was one of them easily. Every time because for some reason Doctor Strange gets a third eye. I'm not even gonna. I'm sure you guys know why. Whatever. I'm not even gonna go into details. He just has a third eye. Okay. I
hmm
guess because he turned bad or whatever. But that shit looks so terrible. It literally looks like a Snapchat filter. That's how bad it looked, bro. Like I couldn't even keep my laughter in when I first saw it, man. Like it literally. Oh my god.
oh,
And
dude.
that's just the eyes, bro. Like you would think something like that should take the least amount of time to make look good. It's just a fucking eye.
Pretty
They
much,
couldn't
dude.
even they couldn't even make that look good, bro.
Here's the thing: if you look at this movie, like you watch this movie, and then you rewatch like Infinity War Endgame, you can tell like, I mean, obviously there's green screens in all those movies, but they're a lot less noticeable in
Easily
the Infinity War Endgame
any day of the
than
week.
dude. This movie is, it's a lot more noticeable to see like green screen shots, and like there's a lot of them. But there was
Like the
some cool parts though. I'm not gonna lie.
there
That
were. I'm not gonna say every moment in this movie was disgusting. There was moments that did look pretty good. I would say you remember that temple where like Wanda was at with like those stone giants and like the snow and shit. I think that was
yeah,
pretty cool. I
that
thought that
was
looked
cool.
pretty
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, I'll give him that. That one looked pretty insane.
that was a
Um,
cool scene. Yeah, the whole
yeah, when
mountain.
she destroys the temple too at the end, like when she like kind of kills herself, I guess.
Does that
That
mean
was
Wanda's
pretty,
dead?
I guess. But like, dude, there's multiple universes. She's technically not dead.
Yeah.
Which is another thing, bro. It's like technically speaking, even after we just saw all those characters die, that we just mentioned, they're technically not dead because like there's so many other fucking universes now that
This
they're
is like
probably still alive.
turning into Dragon Ball Z now. Like you don't like
Low
no one
key,
can
yeah.
die. No one can.
You just can't die, bro, because there's more of you in another universe. That's it.
Exactly.
But whatever, right? Um, yeah, there was moments in the CGI that I thought looked pretty good, like the ones we just said. But the problem is, there's just so many moments of bad CGI, dude. Like I'm gonna talk it right in the beginning. Remember that scene? It's literally the first scene or second or something scene. They're like being chased by like that green tentacle monster or whatever.
With an eyeball.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the eyeball guy. Yeah.
Dude, it started to fall apart during like the chase sequence and all that. Oh my god,
Yes, some of those scenes didn't look too good.
there
I'm
was
not
literally
gonna
a
lie.
scene I remember. It was when America Chavez, Mrs. I don't even know what her character like. Is she a superhero? I guess so, right? She has
I
powers.
I low key don't know. I'm not
I don't
gonna
even
lie.
fucking know what her power is. Well, okay, her power is opening up dimensions, different universes. Which I say once again, where the fuck was she for like
In
all
Endgame,
these other
right?
important? You know what I mean? Like,
She
I mean,
knows
I know you
she's
could.
definitely gonna be in a lot of other movies now.
Oh hell yeah! Are you kidding me? 100%. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's a scene where she was like running away from the monster or whatever, and like she's running towards the camera. And if you look closely at her, like while she's running, you could see kind of like these little like white fuzz like lines or whatever around her body, kind of showing where like the green screen starts and ends. It just looks so bad, dude. I remember, oh my god, I was literally laughing my ass off when I saw that shit because it's just so. This movie has so much money to burn and make a good ass movie, you know?
Yep.
And for them to not even be able to like properly use their green screen because they can't even make the excuse of like, oh, there's just so much we had to like do in post production and all that shit. Well, so did Endgame and Infinity War, but those movies look great. I could go back and watch them right now and they look great.
Yeah, and I'm like 99% sure there's gonna be a lot of people saying, "Oh, but those movies had like a lot bigger budget." They could have definitely they have the money to put that effort into like probably all their Marvel movies now. To be honest,
Hell yeah, dude, it's Marvel.
it's Marvel. They
Everyone
make
they already know
billions,
any Marvel movie they drop, they know it is gonna bring in a lot of fans, dude. Everyone's gonna watch it.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's just how it is. Whatever. There's just a lot of bad CGI in this movie. You'll catch it. It's not even that difficult to look out for. You'll just watch any moment where there's just a bunch of magic going on. Oh my god, I forgot. There's this one stupid ass scene that I remember. Remember the scene towards like the end where like Strange has to fight his evil version or whatever, and
Mhm.
the way they fight is the most weirdest, most just out there. Like they could have easily just done a scene where they're like shooting magic at each other or whatever. But instead, they decided to use musical notes as
Yeah,
like
that was
weapons or whatever.
it
I was
was
just like,
unique, but I don't. It didn't work that well for. It didn't work
it
that well
just
for
looks
me.
so crappy, dude. I like I don't even know what to say. I'm literally at a loss for words. Like, who greenlit that, man? They looked at the piano one day and they were like, "Yeah, we could use these musical notes. Yeah, we could use this in a fight. Hell yeah."
Literally,
I
there.
I, I don't even know, bro.
What's
It's
it called?
weird.
There was one shot that I thought looked really cool, and Alex like whispered to me like, "Oh look, Stairway to Heaven," and literally it looked like a stairway to heaven. It was like just a big staircase next to the ocean, and it just kept going up and up and up and up.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. It was also towards the end when he meets like the bad version of himself, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So like I said, there's a lot of like okay CGI moments, but overall majority of it was just really fucking bad. So that's one big thing I don't like about this movie. The other big thing is just it's just flat out confusing, dude.
I was low key
This
confused.
movie,
Yeah.
I'm being honest, from what I heard, if you go into this movie just not watching any of the TV shows like WandaVision or the Loki TV show or any of that stuff, you're gonna be so fucking lost. Like this movie, that's what sucks because this is one of those movies where like it can't be a standalone movie that you can watch at any time. You kind of have to watch these previous shows or other movies to even get a clue what's going on here, you know?
Mhm.
Like there was even that moment when they're like in the coffee shop or whatever in the beginning where like they bring up Spider-Man and then he was making kind of like a joke about it like, "Oh yeah, Spider-Man, the guy who like had everyone forget his name, blah blah blah." Like if you didn't watch a Spider-Man movie, you'd be so lost. You'd be like, "Spider-Man, why the fuck is he talking about him?" You know?
And also like, no one knew who he is. Like they were like Spider who or something like that. I remember because like
Yeah.
at the end of Spider-Man: No Way Home, spoilers. Um, Spider-Man's identity's lost. No one knows who he is. So,
Which is why I was actually surprised in that scene. How did Doctor Strange remember him? Shouldn't it be everybody?
dude, you just actually came up with an amazing point. What the fuck? Yeah,
Right? Am I crazy? Because, like, I remember at the end of that movie, he was telling him everybody. He said, make sure
including me.
everyone forget, including you, Doctor Strange. You know what I mean? Like, so then Doctor Strange kind of said, okay, kid, we'll do how you want it. And so he makes it so that literally everybody forgets about him. But then this movie is like, oh yeah, Spider Man, yeah, I remember him. Like, what the fuck?
I don't think they said I remember him. I think they're like Spider who. But here's the thing: how did
How
they
did Strange know him then?
that? How does that whole conversation get brought up if everyone forgot who he is? You know what I mean?
And the other guy too. Remember Wong, like his partner, Wong, the
Yeah,
other guy. He remembers Spider Man too. I'm like, wait, what? How is that even possible?
yeah. Here's the
I
thing:
thought
was it that they forgot Spider-Man or is it um Tom Holland? Because that's the thing I low key forgot. Because maybe that's why like
it
they
was
did.
Spider Man. It was Spider Man.
It was Spider-Man.
Everyone forgot who Spider Man was, like 100%.
Yeah, then that's a whole. That's a yeah. They fucked up there, I guess.
I just found it weird because when I saw Doctor Strange bring it up, like obviously people laughed in the theaters, like, oh haha, like you were in the other movie too, haha, it's funny. But I was like, yo, how do you remember him? Didn't you make like a whole fucking spell making it so no one remembers Spider Man? Oh well,
Yeah,
whatever. Um, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, confusing ass movie, very confusing, right? And it doesn't help that if I'm being honest, the plot of this movie is just so ridiculous. Cause I already brushed upon it earlier, where I was talking about how this is a bunch of like a goose chase.
Mhm.
Cause there's like two books in this movie. It was like the Book of Ashanti or whatever, and I already forgot what the other book was called. It was like I'm gonna call it the Book of Evil because it's literally the Book of Evil. Um, so Strange needs to get these books or whatever to like stop Wanda from doing her shit. Um, in a nutshell, the reason why Wanda is like the bad guy in this movie is because she used like the Book of Evil and figured out that her kids, which don't actually exist in her dimension, but they do in other dimensions where she gets to live like a happy life with her kids. And so this dimension, Wanda is like super jealous and shit. She's like, damn, I want kids, you know?
Yeah.
And so she makes it her destiny to go kill a 16-year-old child to take her powers and then go with her kids, right? I know it sounds really dark, but that's literally what the movie's about, okay?
Yeah.
She makes it her like mission to go after this one child, this Hispanic child named America. I love that, by the way. I love that her name's America. It's so good. I love that shit.
Stop capping.
But dude, she's a Hispanic chick called America. It's like it writes itself, you know.
I I guess.
I'm just, you get what I'm saying. For jokes, it's funny as hell. I love it. I love it. It's America. Like imagine her name was like Ecuador or something. Or like Puerto Rico.
Freaking Cuba, bro.
Yo, Cuba,
Brazil.
open up a portal. Come on, Brazil, open up a portal. But okay, so Scarlet Witch, Wanda is trying to get this kid and sacrifice her so she could take her power, because her power is she lets herself cross into other dimensions, dude. That's that's OP as hell too. Jesus. Like
Yeah.
imagine just imagine she's in school one day. She gets like an F on her final exam. She could just punch a hole into the dimension, go to another dimension, and take the test all over and know exactly what the answers are. You know? That's like super
Honestly,
OP.
yeah.
That's
And
only one of millions of things she could do with that power.
I honestly, there was one scene that I liked where she was like, "Oh yeah, there's most universes you actually don't have to pay for food." I was like, "Bruh."
I know, and then she just steals something. And then it was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
That was a good scene.
But yeah, that's pretty much why she's so mad, and pretty much Doctor Strange makes it his mission to like protect the child because he's the hero, he has to. And so they go from universe to universe trying to get away from Wanda, and then yeah, that's pretty much, swear to God, that's the story. And then Strange has to get like the Book of Ashanti because that's the only way he could like stop Wanda for some reason. I don't know. Just books, okay? Books. That's all you need to know. Books.
Books.
Exactly.
Knowledge.
Books, and Hispanic girls named America. That's all you need to know. Here's the scene that actually kind of like made no sense to me. This will probably be the last thing I say because I'm already tired of this movie and I kind of want to move on to Would You Rather.
Yeah, me too.
So the beginning of this movie, right? Doctor Strange meets America, the Hispanic girl, America. And then he's like, "Oh, I know someone who could help us," because he's like, "Oh, we need a witch or whatever." So he's like, "Yeah, I know a witch." So he goes to like Wanda's home or whatever, and then he's like, "Hey, like I kind of need you to help me out because we have this Hispanic girl named America who can like
Mhm.
travel dimensions or whatever." And so Wanda at first is like, "Oh, you sure you want my help? Blah blah blah, like whatever." And then he's like, "Yeah, we do." Like, blah, blah. And then she was like, "Oh, okay." And here's the thing: this is where the movie kind of fumbles, in my opinion,
Yeah.
because when Wanda was about to accept Doctor Strange, she was like, "Yeah, we can go help America." Like she said something like that, but she said the name America, right? And then
Mhm.
Doctor Strange was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Like, hold the phone. How do you know her name? I didn't even bring up her name." So like he kind of did like a Sherlock Holmes type shit where he like caught her, and then Wanda's like, "Oh damn! Like I fumbled the bag." So pretty much Doctor Strange figured out that, oh, Wanda's been lying this whole time, that this field that she's in where it's like all happy and shit was just a lie. It was all red and like destruction. So pretty much that's what made Wanda the villain. She was trying to be like incognito, kind of like trick him and shit.
Yeah.
But because she mentioned the name America, Doctor Strange was able to find out, oh, she was lying this whole time. She's gonna be the bad guy. So let me pose you this then. Pretty much, had Wanda never fumbled the bag and said the name of America, which is the name of a Hispanic child, then Doctor Strange never would have even wondered, or he never would have questioned Wanda, and then he would have willingly have brought the girl to Wanda, and then Wanda could have literally got the power she wanted in like 10 minutes, and this movie would have ended in like 10 minutes. Right? Am I
Yeah.
crazy?
No. Yeah. Literally.
That's about right. Yeah.
You could say the same thing for No Way Home though, because if not Tom Tom Holland, Tom Holland Spider-Man didn't like fumble the bag with Doctor Strange. It's always involved with Doctor Strange where shit just
I know Doctor Strange
fumbles.
sucks, man. He's worse than the Buffalo Bills, man. Like this man takes L's after L's.
Word.
God damn.
Like that movie could have not happened if Tom Holland didn't fumble either.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. Like I'm just speaking in retrospect. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, no, I get you.
it's just funny. I just find it funny how these movies have like those one moments where like had this person not fumbled the bag, the movie never would have happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's just funny how Wanda, all she had to do was not say America, which is the name to a Hispanic child, and she would have won. You know, like
Pretty
it would have
much.
been GG's. She was already stronger than Doctor Strange. She could have easily ended him, no question.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna bring up one more thing, then we're gonna give
Go
our
for it.
ratings, then we're gonna move
Yeah,
on.
I bet.
So I'm pretty sure you missed this part because you came in late to the theater, like 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes late. So, um, what's it called? Actually, maybe even longer. I don't know. You might have missed a lot more than usual. When was the part you came in at?
I don't even remember, dude. We were arguing with Alex, or not arguing with. I was like talking with Alex. I wasn't even looking at the screen. If
Ah,
I'm being honest.
but
All I
so
remember was like they were in space. That
yeah,
was it.
pretty much in the very beginning. You remember that purple world? I guess mid movie where
Yeah,
Wanda caught up and caught America.
name
That
to a Hispanic child. Yeah,
yeah, that same like purple universe was at the very beginning. America and Doctor Strange are there fighting things, and Doctor Strange has to kill America because it's the only way. That's what he says. But America actually kills Doctor Strange, and that's why you see Doctor Strange buried, and that's how like Doctor Strange, well, keep in mind this is Doctor Strange in another universe.
yeah, yeah,
So that's how Doctor Strange took the his like other universe's dead body, like near like the where the mountain winter mountain scene is.
yeah.
That's how he turns into like a zombified version of him because he took the body of the other Doctor Strange that America killed in the beginning that you missed.
Okay. By the way, I'm sorry for the fans who haven't seen the movie if this sounds so all over the place, because even after Jason just explained that to me, my mind is still like turned off. I have no idea really what just fucking happened.
Yeah, it's
But that's just the movie. That's just how it is.
pretty much.
But I
But
know what you're saying. Like I know what you're talking about.
yeah. But anyway, my rating out of 10 for this movie, I'm going to give just below mid, to be honest. I don't think it's absolute dog shit. Like there's still some good things about it. Like a lot of good things. Like it's not clone Attack of the Clones bad of a movie.
Oh, never, never. This one is like
There's like good aspects about this movie that I liked, but the overall like thing, I probably wouldn't rewatch it.
this
Um
Attack of the Clones makes this movie look like Shawshank Redemption. That's not even a question.
I'll give this movie a 4.5 or 5. I'll give it a 4.5. Just
All right,
below
that's solid.
mid.
Yeah,
Just below mid, cause it. I don't know. It's
it's
yeah.
not terrible. Like I don't think it's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, here's the thing.
You
There's
know
a
what I
lot of
mean?
people that like this movie. Like I
Yeah,
watched Moist
yeah.
Critical's review on this. Shout outs to him by the way.
Shout outs to him.
Like he gave it a 80% moist meter. I'm like, damn, he liked the movie. Like, but obviously that's like different opinions, you know. Like,
Of course. Yeah, like even though I were like kind of trashing on this movie, if you found it enjoyable, like I said, I feel like who would love this movie are like the big Marvel heads, like the ones who are like obsessed with like Marvel, have seen all the
yeah,
movies, all the TV shows. This is right up your alley, bro.
I would
Like
still
you're gonna love
recommend
this
watching
film.
the movie just to get your like your opinion on it,
Yeah,
cause like
yeah, for
there's a
sure.
lot of people that liked it. Like you don't have to listen to us. Like, still,
Of
I
course
would
not.
watch the movie if you haven't yet.
Exactly. So you gave it a 5, borderline 4.5, right?
Yes.
Okay. For me, it's tough because like when I rate movies, right, I like to kind of like compare them to other ones. Like for example, I think I gave Phantom Menace like a 4, I think.
Mhm.
So now it's kind of in my mind. Do I think this is better than Phantom Menace? Do I think it's not? Low key, it is better than Phantom Menace. Is it that much better? I don't know. Because this movie does have a lot of points where I'm like, there's just so much shit that made no sense. And And here's the thing, I'm not even like a noob when it comes to Marvel. Like I know my shit, and even then, I was like, this movie, man, I don't even know what's going on half the times, right?
Yeah.
Plus, I'm not a fan of the whole goose chase type thing. I think it's the stupidest way to run a movie. So for that, you know what? I'm gonna match you, Jason. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 as well. I can't, because like past five is like, in my opinion, it's like okay, like it's still like a
Yeah.
watchable movie. Under five, I always think, all right, there's something wrong with this movie. Like there's more bad things about the movie than good.
Yeah.
So I want to say that. I'll give it a 4.5.
Yeah. No, it's like borderline mid, almost mid, but a
Yeah.
little under mid.
Like there are moments that I like. Like I think some of the comedy was actually pretty spot on in this movie. I kind of liked it actually. Not too bad. Like some of the jokes were pretty funny.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have to say for the Doctor Strange movie. Um, yeah, me and Charlie are actually now gonna move on. We're gonna do a couple would you rather's because we talked about a lot about the new Doctor Strange movie. So
Yeah. What can we
like,
do?
yeah, literally.
I have a question before we do the would you rather's.
Go for it.
What do you think is the strongest animal you can take on in a death match that you win?
Um,
Like, don't say shit like a lion, because let's be honest, a lion is gonna tear you in half.
a
Like, what do you think is like the strongest animal that you could undoubtedly take a W in?
dude, this is tough. I'm gonna have to say obviously no bears because bears will also
Dude, bear's
kick.
killing you. Bear's
Yeah,
killing
no
you. I'm sorry.
bears. No shot.
No fucking way.
Um, this is tough. Maybe no like wild animal like any like cat animal you're dead, pretty much.
You think so?
I'd say so. You have like a lion, a cheetah, a leopard, any of those animals, you are dead.
All right, I feel you.
Um,
Hippos too. Hippos are gonna literally squash you. You're not
pretty
taking a W
much.
on a hippo.
Can't take a W on an elephant. Any of the big
Oh
ones
no,
too.
no, 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 no. Elephants squashing you, no question.
Yeah. I honestly I can't really think of one right now. Maybe like what's your answer? I want to hear
Oh
what you
fuck.
have to say first.
I've been thinking about this all day.
Dude,
If I'm
see,
being
dude,
honest.
yeah, you just I cannot think of this like on
No,
the
I've been
spot.
because I saw this on another podcast. They were talking about it, and I'm low key been thinking about it all day. I'm like, damn, what is the strongest animal I could, like in a death fight? Okay, like it's a death, like it's a fight for the death. Only two people go in the cage, one come out. Who takes the W? Or I got to think of an animal that I could 100% take the W on.
Yeah.
And it's got to be a strong animal because like if I say something like a fucking squirrel, duh, no shit, I could be the squirrel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got to be the strong, like borderline on my level, but I could take it in a fight.
Maybe okay.
Dude,
Maybe
chimpanzee.
you're
I could be a
crazy.
chimpanzee.
You are
I could be a
sick.
chimpanzee.
You are
I could take a
sick.
chimpanzee.
Dude, a chimpanzee ripped a girl's face off, bro. You are crazy, bro.
All right,
If you think you're gonna
a teenage chimpanzee, not an adult chimpanzee.
okay, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Adult chimpanzee, yeah. Adult chimpanzee is gonna make me look like a pile of a pile of ripped bubble gum on the ground.
Dude, I'm
Honestly,
telling you,
not
they
even.
can rip limbs off, bro. Chimpanzees.
Nah,
Any
word,
any
word,
any
word. He's gonna treat
chimpanzee.
me. He's gonna treat me like a Lego minifigure. That's how he's gonna fucking do to me.
If I
I'd say
had to like
teenage
choose an
teenage
animal,
chimpanzee, low key.
honestly, maybe a deer. That's literally all I can think of at the spot.
You're a motherfucker. You're great. A deer? Have you not seen their antlers, dude?
Yeah, but like
Those antlers.
tree,
And
they
those
are
things
huge.
go fast, bro. They go fast, bro.
Yeah. No,
And
I
here's the
know.
thing. I'm gonna set the scenario. You're locked in a cage, okay? So there's not like you're in an open field. You're
And
in a
his
like
intention is to
like
kill
an
you.
like an MMA cage, like you know those shits, like
Mhm.
where they're like yeah. His intention is to kill you. Your intention is to kill him or her. We don't judge. You know, whatever
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
That's why I'm telling you, like, what is the strongest animal like you could take in a fight and take the W? You have to take the W.
Dude, this is tough.
I feel like I could take a falcon.
A falcon.
Hell yeah, I could take a falcon.
Is that a bird, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
The
like one of
bird.
those like hunter birds type shit.
I could take an eagle.
Oh, you're crazy. Have
They
you seen the
are
talons on them shits?
they are
Shits are
huge.
like five. They're like 4 knives just piercing, dog. That's a lot.
True, yeah. I don't, dude. This is a really tough question. We should honestly. This would be funny if like we could just do a debate on this.
What's the strongest animal you could take in a fight?
Low key,
Man,
maybe
some
next
people.
debate time we could talk about this one, honestly.
All
Right?
right, bet. I'll keep my. So I'm not gonna say an answer yet. I have options. Like a teenage chimpanzee. I'm being honest. I could take that thing. No question. I could take a teenage chimpanzee.
Yeah.
Adult chimpanzee is gonna literally rip me limb from limb. But like a teenage chimpanzee, one who hasn't like um kind of like who still has like a voice crack in their voice, like they're still like in middle school type shit. I could take their ass easy.
I
I like how I
bet.
said middle school for like a chimpanzee in middle school. But yeah, we'll get into this debate some other day.
Yeah.
We'll save it. We'll save it
But
for another.
want me to say the first would you rather?
Yeah, go for it.
I bet. Would you rather win $25,000 or your best friend wins $100,000?
Shit, my best friend wins 100 grand. Well, here's the thing. Is this friend a really? You said best friend, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if they're the best friend, there's a good chance they're at least swinging me some of that bread. But the
Yeah.
question is it 25 grand? Like you said, 25 grand I take, or my best friend takes 100 grand, right?
Yes.
Here's the thing: how close of a best friend are we talking? Because like, if this best friend, let's say he gives me 30 grand, I'll take the best friend because I'll take more money that way than the 25 by myself.
Yeah.
So it's really a matter of how close of a best friend do I think he
Here's the
is?
thing
Because like,
though, you also got to put in mind like the best friend would probably keep a lot himself, give some to his family,
no, that's what I'm
and
saying. Like low key, he's gonna give maybe like I don't know 30 grand to the family or something. I don't know how much of a family. Like maybe 30, 40 grand, maybe
yeah.
pocket the 60. Maybe give 10 grand out to the friends, but divide it between them. I don't fucking know. So fuck it. I'll go 25 by myself. Screw it. At least I'm
Honestly,
certified. At least I'm certified 25.
yeah, I would go 25K too because I'm not going to lie, if one of our friends, like let's say Ismo, Alex, you wins like 100K, you're probably going to give most to it to like your family and keep most of it to yourself.
Pretty much, yeah. Like if Alex won 100 grand, he'd probably only give me like $50.
He'll probably only give me like 2 pennies, bro.
He'd probably give me like $50. Be like, hey, remember that one time I owed you gas? All right, here you go. But yeah, easy answer. 25K myself.
Yeah, I would choose 25K too. Not gonna lie.
All right, I got a. This is a good one. I actually saw in here. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
That is a good one. I'm not
This
gonna
question
lie,
has really got me like questioning, yo.
because if you're in prison for 5 years, that's gonna like probably
And
change you.
let's take this into your age. So you're 19 right now. I'm 20 right now.
Mhm.
Let's take that into like our age right now. Like if we were to go into jail, we'd go into jail right now.
We won't be out
Or if we went
until
to a coma.
we're
We
24
wouldn't
or
I
25.
wouldn't be out till I'm 25. And if I went into a coma for 10 years, I wouldn't be awake until I'm 30 years old.
Here's the thing: if you go into prison right now, we would probably both come out as completely different like people. Because prison
Word.
probably changes people like a lot of definitely changes a lot of
No
people.
question. It's 5 years, dude.
Yeah. Um but if you're in a coma, you might still have like your same mindset or feelings when you were before you went in the coma. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
And also
I've
prison's
even
like a
heard
nightmare.
stories, dude. I've even heard stories of like people who go in a coma. They completely forget how to like talk.
Oh
Like they gotta
wow.
be retrained, like taught the ABCs, taught everything.
Yeah.
Cause
What
it's
if we're in
10
a coma
fucking
right
years,
now?
man. I would be in a coma.
That's the thing. It's a mind fuck. You gotta.
Oh, big brain. Big
Yeah.
brain.
What if like what if like this is all a dream and we just wake up like tomorrow in a bed? You know?
Did you get high before recording this?
No. I'm just
Like, I'm not
thinking of
trying to.
some
I'm not trying
stupid
to.
conspiracy theories like we
We're
did
trying to
last
keep
time.
this lighthearted, Jason. Shit. We're trying to have our 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 audience get a life crisis or some shit.
Oh
But no,
shit.
honestly, in all honesty, I'll take the 5 years in prison any day of the week. I know prison's like no easy thing to get through. Obviously, it's got a lot of crazy shit going on. Just I don't even gotta tell you that. Obviously, you know.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if you take the 10-year coma, dude, that's 10 whole
You
years of
might have to
you
like just relive.
losing everything, bro. Like, just imagine how much crazy shit must have gone on in those 10 years that you weren't even present uh to be alive during, you know?
Yeah. I'll
Like
take
maybe Kanye West becomes president and you're not even alive during those 4 years to see it.
pretty much, dude.
At least if you're in prison, you're still awake and conscious. Sure, you're in a shitty place, but like prison, man, you walk out of prison, you become a whole new person, you know?
Yeah, literally.
I'll take 5 years any day of the week. And
I'll
plus, if anything, I'll just pull a Tim Robbins in Shawshank and just get the fuck out of there.
yeah. Nah, you wouldn't want to do that. You
I'm
probably
just playing.
if you
I'd
get
probably go
caught.
back in. If I get caught, I'm going for like 20 years, 30 years.
Yeah, literally.
So it's not worth it. I'll just take my 5 peacefully,
But
respectfully.
maybe if like you were in for life, yeah, try to get the fuck out of there. But like, you know what I
I
mean?
heard a question. I heard a question, right? Um, for people who get given life sentences, right? Let's say
Mhm.
they're young. Let's say they're like 20, 25, within that young age, and they're given a life sentence. Just imagine how mind blowing that must be for now. Like you're young, right? You're like 20, 21 years old. And now
Mhm.
you realize that for the rest of your life, you got to stay in jail. You can't even, like, you must have done some horrendous shit, right?
Yeah.
For you to stay in life jail. Like, no parole, no nothing. Like, you're stuck in there until you die.
Mhm.
Do you think it's a valid idea for, like, these prisons to kind of give you an option? Like, the day you pull up to the jail, they give you two options. They say, okay, look, you have option A, which is you take the life sentence, no parole, and you stay here for the rest of your life until you die. Or you take option B and I give you a lethal injection, which
Honestly,
obviously would end your life right then and there.
I wouldn't blame people for choosing lethal injection because who'd want to rot in prison for the rest of their life? No one.
And by what I mean, like that, there's no chance of bail, no nothing. Like you're stuck in there, right? You did something horrendous. You're stuck in there, nothing. And
Yeah.
then now you're given the option of like lethal injection, I guess,
Mhm.
which could literally end it right then and there. I don't know. That had me thinking. I'm like, shit, yo, like it's interesting, you know, like what would people choose, you know?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly, if I
but
was in life, I would probably just choose a lethal, bro. Like it's not worth it.
I mean, it gets things done. I mean, it's just kind of like it's. I've heard, obviously, I've never experienced it, but I've heard it's painless. So it's
Yeah.
just kind of like you take it, you fall asleep, and then boom, GG's.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not a would you rather, by the way. That's just a fucking. That's just a little insight.
Let's just talk about something else. This shit got deep.
I know, I know.
Um,
First the which animal could you beat in a fight, and now this.
but what's it called? I would have chose 5 years in prison, no question either.
Any day,
Cause
dude.
coma, you would probably it's a whole new life. Cause like, you used to watch Mr. Ballin, right?
Oh yeah,
I
all
think
the
this is
time.
one of his old videos, but apparently there was this guy that had like a whole family and kids while in a coma, and when he woke up, he missed the shit out of them, and like, yeah, literally he had a whole life in a coma, but when he woke up,
Comas scared the shit out of me, dude. Loki, I
literally,
would not want to go through that.
yeah,
Cause
no,
that's
no one,
just 10 years down the drain, bro. Like, just imagine like you take the coma, your friends moved on, your family moved on. Like, you just wake up one day and no one's there for you. It's just like
it's like
that's
the
something else, yo.
it's like the anime Erased, bro.
Yeah, word it is.
Where the murderer kept wanting to go, but his girlfriend didn't, or not his girl, but like, the girl he liked didn't. Like
Yeah,
she just moved on instead of the killer. That was like, bruh.
hell yeah, dude. Nah, it's fucked.
But yeah, next, would you rather? This is a pretty good one. Would you rather run at 100 miles per hour or
Okay,
fly at 20?
fly any day of the week.
I would fly too. Yeah, even
Yeah,
like, cause I got a car for going 100 miles per hour. Um, I mean, I don't go 100 miles per hour. What? But
word.
flying, dude, I would fucking love flying, dude. Holy shit. Even if it's at 20 miles per hour, I don't care.
20 miles is fine. I'll enjoy the view. Shit.
Hell yeah.
Trying to see. Uh, would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or live to 100 with lots of regrets?
I'm not gonna
Sorry
lie.
for the dark theme again. I can't find shit.
Here's the thing. I would live to 100 with lots of regrets because I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of people that have many regrets to begin with. You
Of
know what I
course,
mean? Like everyone has regrets. Every single person has regrets.
I regret watching the Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah,
Yes
me too.
indeed.
I spent $17 on that ticket, bro.
Same here.
That shit could have went to like Applebee's, bro. Would have been a
I
better
bought
purchase.
I bought a meal at Checkers only for me to eat it outside. So I could
Oh
have
my
taken it in the
god,
theater.
yeah, I remember
I regret doing that.
that.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of regrets.
but yeah, I would, yeah,
So wait, what was your answer then? You would rather live to 100 with lots of regrets, right?
yeah,
Honestly, yeah, I'll take that one too. Because 20 years, that's me at 40. And with no regrets, I don't know. I just find that hard to believe. That means I must be living a perfect ass life if no regrets. Shit.
yeah. And no, there's people who live with lots of regrets. This,
Easily,
yeah,
easily.
but yeah. Anyway, you want to do one or two more, and then we'll call it.
Yeah, I'd say we could call it after two more. I'd say
All right, I just saw this one. Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader?
talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Talk like Yoda, so I could just make fun of people in the weirdest way possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hundred
no, I
percent
would
talk like Yoda.
I would talk like Yoda cuz like if you breathe like Darth Vader, bro, I'm sorry but like your lungs are you're going to have like lung cancer and shit, bro.
No, it would be terrible. Like, literally, let's say you're at a library and everyone's got to be quiet, and in the back corner you just keep hearing, like,
Literally, bro.
it's just like, oh hell no, dude, I could never go like that.
Yeah, no, no one would want to do that.
Fuck no.
But yeah,
Let's see. Would you rather walk in on your parents or have them walk in on you?
I'm not going to lie. I would rather fuck, this is tough actually. I would
And by the way, when
rather
when we say walk in, we mean like walking on them, seeing
doing
you read the Bible. You
Oh,
know what
the
I mean?
Bible.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, not sex
yeah,
or anything. Okay.
of course.
um, okay. Honestly, I would rather them walk in on me. I do not want to see any of that going on, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Word.
Yeah,
Both parents, by the way,
both. Yep.
walk in.
I would
Yep, you
rather
just walk in.
both parents see me clapping cheeks instead of me walking in on them, bro. That's even though I hope neither of those happen, but fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
I would
Yeah, I'd probably choose the same thing if I'm being honest, just cause, like you said, I just find it weird if I'd have to be the one to walk in on them. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, I'd much rather have it be the second one.
That's
Cause at
honestly
least, who knows? Even my dad might like fist pump me or something. Like hell yeah, my boy.
to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's honestly a pretty good part to actually end the podcast. Charlie, would you like to do the outro, my boy?
Yes, sir. So obviously, uh, hope you guys enjoyed it. Our takes on the Doctor Strange movie. Obviously, like we said, it's all opinions at the end of the day. You guys, if you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it, and I'm glad you did. We just
Yeah,
happened not to.
I like Jaws
Um,
3. Like, guys, come on.
yeah, and I like Indiana Jones 4. So like, we all have shitty opinions.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
what is
Anyway,
something wrong?
no, nothing. Nothing's wrong.
I thought
Nothing's.
we could have opinions, Jason.
Yeah.
All right, but no, seriously, uh, just take our opinions with a grain of salt. Obviously, I'd still recommend go watch it, check it out. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe to the video, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.